Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the second video, which is an interesting video because I had said last video, my first debacle of a video, I had said I was going to come out here in the morning and record a video, and well, I was all set, ready to do that, set the camera up, went to turn it on, and told me there was no card. Okay, I went up, went back into the house, got the SD card, put it back in the camera, and then the battery went because I didn't realize I did not charge the camera, although I did get extra batteries. They're on their way, they're being shipped, but so that didn't go as planned, so I didn't get to do the morning Sunday coffee chat with you guys. So instead you're getting this here. So check something there. So yeah, you're getting this goofy video instead, so I apologize. And tonight, because it's stormy out, I decided to smoke, what do you call it? Haunted Bookshop. Tamp that down a little bit, which is fitting because it's pretty hectic out there. So you might hear some rumble of thunder. The sky and the window here might get a little darker, who knows. And you might hear some motorcycle driving around like a nut. You know, in the winter, and I normally don't smoke Haunted Bookshop in the summer. This is for the fall. When you're reading and stuff in the shed, it's a good fall blend, if you will, or tobacco. But I figured with the haunting skies and the doom and gloom, it's a good night for that. So, but my neighborhood's kind of busy right now. Which was strange because it's been quiet all day. Here goes the Holly Davidson. It was pretty quiet this morning, which was nice. It was perfect. I came out here, set up my camera, and was ready to go, but nope, that didn't work out. So I ended up sitting in here, having my coffee, and just enjoying my coffee. And I liked it so much. It was so peaceful. I went in the house, got another cup, went and sat out by the patio there, and enjoyed the scenery and the birds and stuff. So it was pretty nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't do the coffee chat, which I had planned. But yeah. Wow, this is good. While I was sitting there, I had a thought this morning while I was sitting back and relaxing, and I looked around like the neighborhood. It was nice and quiet. We have a lot of old trees in the neighborhood. Not near my house because they're not. Where I am is pretty sparse. There's no trees where I am, but they're off. A few houses down. Like right behind the shed here, up the street. There's this giant. I want to say it's a maple, or may even be oak. I'm not sure. I'd have to get up close, but it's this giant, enormous tree that you see all over New England. It's an old tree. It's got to be, I'd say 200 years, maybe older than the country, maybe as old as America. I'm not sure. It's just pretty interesting to think about that in the history of that tree. Now I know trees can't tell you anything, or other than you chopping them down and reading the rings, which would be unfortunate if they chopped that tree down and a few others that are around in the neighborhood. And I got to thinking when I saw this. I'm looking at this tree and I'm thinking, oh, wow, think of all that, with everything that's going on now, all historical things are happening now with COVID and all that other stuff. I got to thinking, wow, that tree has been through a lot. There's a living representation of what has happened throughout the country down the street. Like that was alive. It's kind of like a connecting point to all that stuff. If the tree is as old as I think it is, it's interesting to think that, wow, that was around when that happened. It's just an interesting perspective. It's crazy to think. And there's several of them around here. Like, they might have been here colonial times, which is crazy. Oh, here comes the rain. Now, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Mine was pretty good. Got to enjoy the pool. My daughter got to enjoy the pool. That was fun. It's the whole reason for the pool. It was great to see her having fun today. Even before the storm, we didn't think she'd get in, but she did. She was able to get in there and play around for a while, but then I heard thunder and I told her you got to get out. Called the game. But that was great. That was fun to see. And we got all these. Now, I can't be the only one that's going through. I don't know what's going on across the country. I mean, there's a lot of things going on across the country. Don't get me wrong. But fireworks have been going on for weeks now in downtown Providence, which I'm about 5 minutes away from. Every night there's fireworks going around. They have a special squad now to crack down on all these fireworks. But and then there was this tape in New York City, I think last week or the week before, where they were shooting fireworks at each other, like crazy stuff with all these fireworks. I mean, now granted, when I was a kid, we used to shoot fireworks at each other too. We used to shoot bottle rockets. We didn't shoot Roman candles and M80s and all that other stuff. I mean, you've probably seen the video that I'm talking about in New York City. It's just crazy stuff. But every night in Rhode Island, it's just been loud, crazy, obnoxious. They've been shooting off mortar stuff, which, I'm all for fireworks. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I'm American. I love those fireworks. It's great. But some of them, like the mortars, they're just too close to the houses. If you're out in the country and stuff, go for it. Do it. But in the residential areas, I don't know. It's a little iffy. I mean, I wouldn't want to. I mean, when you're young, you're kind of stupid. You don't think of that. You just kind of whatever. You don't think that there could be a fire or someone get hurt. But that's why you're young and dumb, right? I've been there. Who am I? I'm a hypocrite, I guess. Tomorrow's going back to work. That'll be quite the shit show because I was out on Friday because of the electrician installing the power for the pool. I hear it was not exactly pleasant, but I have to say these trying times with COVID, riots, politics, news, everything. My stoicism side has been pushed to the limits, especially going back to work. Things are out of whack and crazy, and people get on edge. A lot of people are on edge, and it's not easy being, keeping yourself in check with the stoicism. It's just not easy. Yeah, it's funny because I don't know if anyone else feels like this, because when you're into philosophy and you dive into other types of philosophy, it's like I've always had this battle with myself of my stoic side and my nihilistic side or existentialist side kind of clashing. It's like who's gonna win out? Mostly, thankfully, it's the stoicism that wins out, but the nihilism and what and the absurd and all that other stuff, it weighs on you. It creeps in when you're in these challenging times. So it's kind of, and I don't know exactly what my philosophy on life really is. It's kind of like a marriage of all these things somehow. I'm trying to make it all fit. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue with when it comes to the meaning of life and philosophy and all that. You're just trying to take bits and pieces from all those great thinkers from throughout time and fit them into your point of view or your mold. It's not easy. I'm certainly struggling with it right now. Hopefully it, I can feel better about things, I guess, in the coming weeks. So tomorrow at work will be interesting because, like I said, it's going to be a shit show. Not saying that I'm the it guy or whatever at work and the whole building needs to, be held up by me or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. That's not true. That building, my typical job, what I do during the day, I won't say what it is. It could run without me, no problem. But I just know going into my department, I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of stuff that because I wasn't there Friday. You know how that goes. So that'll be interesting to say the least. But I think I'll be all right. I'm feeling good. I had a great weekend. I'm relaxed. The pool's finally done with all that crazy stuff. Again, there's a lot of things I don't have control over, so you gotta let it go, right? That's what the Stoics do. That's what you gotta do. Man, this is good. Haunted Bookshop's really gonna mellow me out. And I gotta be honest, it's only a little bit of rain. It's not a lot of rain because, like, coming into the shed of Solitude, it looked like it was gonna. I gotta be honest, I thought there was gonna be a tornado. It was pretty dark and gloomy. Hence the choice of Haunted Bookshop. But Haunted Bookshop is gonna mellow me out, calm me right down because it's kind of strong. It's good. Normally I'm reading Christopher Morley with this, obviously, because it's named after the Haunted Bookshop, which is a very underrated book and something you should check out. It's a good book. I like that. And Parnassus on Wheels, that was another good one. And that I usually typically start reading that in September and October. End of September, October, Parnassus on Wheels, and then when November comes, because that's kind of when the story takes place for the Haunted Bookshop. I kind of read that. So how are you guys doing with all that's going on with the world, the chaos in the world? How are you getting through it? How are you keeping yourself centered, calm, focused, and not losing your way? Like I was earlier, I was, you out of boredom, you just start drinking during the day, or whatever. You shouldn't be doing that at all. I mean, moderation is the key to everything in life. But you're getting into these. I was getting into these bad habits, and even now, I like to snack, which out of boredom, which sucks because I did the carnivore diet for last October till just before the end of February. I did it. Really good. I lost 25 pounds. I was feeling good. My back was feeling good. And obviously, I need to go back to that. But the way the food chain and everything else is working these days around here. It's kind of hard to get into that because some things you can find, some things you can't find. I don't know. I've been struggling with that. So any carnivore dieters out there, or any tips or tricks you got? I meant to go back and check out some of the videos that are on YouTube, and I can't remember their names off the top of my head. Especially this one gentleman, I can't remember his name. Does a great job. He was kind of an inspiration last year and helped me through it. So when I started, I'm gonna have to learn some tricks and get back to it. It's been tough, but mentally is more my thing. Physically, I can kind of adjust and deal with that on the fly. But when it comes to mental preparedness and kind of keeping a sharp focus and being mentally stable and not kind of giving into all those emotions of frustration, anger, fear, and all that stuff. How are you guys doing? I mean, for me, I apply the Stoics method and stuff. Like I said, a lot of this none of us can control. That's kind of how I just roll with it. For the most part, I'm not saying it's easy because, as I said earlier, it's trying at times, to say the least. I know a few times last week at work, I wanted to lose my shit, but I had to take a breath, go for a walk, and calm down. But I'm curious how you guys are handling it. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Nothing spectacular. I did say I was going to do a video today doing the coffee chat. Hopefully next Sunday I'll do the coffee chat. I'll remember to charge this camera, and I'll have a spare battery anyway, so that won't be a problem. I ordered the microphone system that I'm going to use, although that's because it's a Rode mic. I don't know. Every time I order something from Rode, it's always on. It's a few weeks away, you know, because they're coming from Australia or whatever. So that'll get here when it gets here. So in the meantime, we're just gonna use this microphone that's on here. Although I could patch a microphone in there, and I might have a lav mic that's long, but I don't feel like doing that. But well, maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm gonna finish my pipe and enjoy the rain and maybe some thunder and lightning. And I hope you guys had a good weekend. And I'll catch you probably tomorrow. I'll do another video. I don't know what on, but maybe I'll tell you about my crappy day. I don't know. We'll see. So till next time, guys. Let's end the night right.